world of handmade business can be tough when trying to monetize what you love. We've got truth bombs and motivation to help you find your way through. Passion to profit, let's start today, 'cause the world needs what you create. Tune in right now, it's your shot to learn how to be a handmade boss.
Ever had a listing taken down and you're like, but what did I do? In this episode, I'm going to be walking you through Etsy's house rules, all the things that you can and cannot do to keep the Etsy gods happy, and what they really mean, and how you stay safe and keep your business safe without having to second guess everything you do. Hey, my name is Steph, and I help handmade business owners start, run and scale their business without the burnout, without the overwhelm, into something that can support themselves, their families, and help them in their financial future. Each week, over 80,000 people tune in across my lives, Instagram stuff, podcasts, YouTube, and the like. Today, we are breaking down Etsy's latest policy guide, a behind-the-scenes look at how the rules are actually made and what exactly Etsy is focusing on in 2025, and also how you can protect your shop and not lose sleep over all the things that are changing. So I would love it if you would subscribe to this podcast if you're listening to the audio version, or subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching the visual version and me waving my hands around like a lunatic. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. It really, really helps us to be seen and reach more people because, you know, algorithms. Many sellers feel like Etsy's policies are vague at best. Let's be honest. I mean, they're vague, they're random. Sometimes they can be really damn scary. One day your listing is fine. The next day it's gone. No warning, no explanation. Sound familiar? You've probably seen a post if it hasn't happened to you. This episode though will help you understand how Etsy's policies really work, avoid common mistakes that get Etsy listings removed, and stay calm and protected when things happen. So here's a question I'm going to ask you. Is your shop protected, or are you just kind of hoping for the best? So the first section of this, we are going to talk about why Etsy has policies and why they change. Etsy calls its policies the house rules, not really to make life harder, but to protect buyers, sellers, and let's be honest, the platform itself. They're basically built to keep the platform safe and legal, ensure trust with shoppers, and maintain Etsy's reputation, which is a massive thing here, as a place for original human-made items. Basically, Etsy will update them as needed based on things like legal shifts, industry pressure, like copyright enforcement, and seller feedback. So your biggest takeaway from this is that Etsy policies aren't random, but they do evolve. So your job as a seller is to stay informed and not panic. So now let's talk about the 4 best practices when listing Etsy products. These come straight from the horse's mouth in a Steph style breakdown. Number 1, keep your listings honest and accurate. So this is things like no exaggerated claims, no misleading titles. If your item isn't truly vintage, don't call it vintage. And if your materials are not sterling silver, for example, do not claim that they are. Real talk here, a polished listing that has all the fancy words is fine. It looks very, very pretty, but honesty wins every single time, because sooner or later, someone is going to call you out on it if you are using things like that. Number 2 is to share how it's made. We know for a fact that Etsy is all about handmade, unique, and vintage. Now, I also know that there's quite a lot of resellers on there and Temu people on there, but let me tell you, the advances that they are making in AI to get those people removed and banned, and in some cases prosecuted, is literally coming on leaps and bounds. Trust me on that. So, like I said, Etsy is all about handmade, unique, and vintage. Make sure that your listing reflects that. So if you're using a production partner like Printful or Printify, please make sure that you disclose it. If you're assembling parts but not designing them, you need to explain that as well. Transparency builds trust. Shoppers do like knowing the story behind their product that they're about to spend their hard-earned money on. Number 3 is only use accurate tags and categories. Don't tag your candle or t-shirt as a Taylor Swift gift unless it's actually an official licensed design. And spoiler alert, it probably isn't. And also avoid trendy but unrelated tags. Etsy's algorithm does pick up on this, so definitely make sure that the tags you are using are accurate and also not someone else's brand name. And also, it's not just about staying out of trouble either, it's actually about being found by the right buyer. Number 4, use your own content. No stock images, no lifted photos, and also don't copy and paste things like product descriptions from other shops or suppliers. My advice here is that if you didn't create it, do not upload it. Your own words, photos, and ideas will always serve you better. Now, section 3, intellectual property, or IP for short. Let's talk about it. This is the big thing, honestly, and this is where a lot of surprise takedowns actually happen. So IP includes things like copyright, creative works, trademarks, brands and logos, and patents, inventions and things like that. Etsy is super strict here, and they will always err on the side of caution, because if they don't take action, Etsy themselves can actually get sued. It doesn't matter what you as a shop or as a brand are doing, Etsy themselves can actually get sued if they do not take action. So here's 5 common intellectual property mistakes that I see a lot as a handmade business coach. Number 1, fan art that uses protected characters or logos. Number 2, using brand names like Disney or Nike in tags and descriptions, or anywhere in your listing for that matter. Number 3, using things or workarounds like inspired by. These can also get flagged. Number 4, using copyrighted images in mock-ups. I see this happen a lot and people just don't pick up on it. Number 5, selling templates or designs that include other people's artwork. And yes, that also includes things from Creative Fabrica. Please make sure that wherever you are buying the clip art, if you are using it, or elements, you need to make sure that that person has the original license and can sell it. The safest route is only using content that you created yourself or you paid a decent license fee for, period. Section 4, let's talk about Etsy's new transparency focus. This is for 2025 and beyond. So this new Etsy article, and I'm going to link that somewhere below if you're watching on YouTube or on the podcast, hopefully we can put that in the show notes for you. That article explains that Etsy is creating clearer explanations for policies, giving sellers more resources to understand IP and intellectual property, improving response tools like direct support for some sellers, and working with EU intellectual property offices to help EU shops stay compliant. So my view on this is that this is Etsy finally realizing that a lot of sellers need support with this stuff, not just punishment, which is a really good move. So here's what you can do this week. I want you to read or reread Etsy's official IP and handmade definitions, because they have changed slightly, and review your most popular listings first, ideally all of them at some stage. Are you using buzzwords, brand names, licensed images in any aspect of your stuff? So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video / podcast, wherever you are consuming this. I know it was a short one, but it is a really important one. Go and reread the new policies, because honestly, they are going to be a game changer for you. But for now, my loves, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you all real soon.
Thank you so much for tuning in to How to Be a Handmade Boss. And if you're eager to boost your Etsy sales within just 7 days, then be sure to join my most popular free training at handmadebosses.com/conversion. You can also find the link in the show notes as well. Keep an eye out for our next episode, where we'll be continuing our journey towards handmade business success together. And until then, keep crafting and stay inspired, because the world really does need those special creations that only you can make.